Okay, day 3. We get the input, a long string with characters. We need to find each multiply function, which is multiply, open parentheses, a number, comma, another number, and then close parentheses. Ignore everything that doesn't match it perfectly, so spaces and stuff. I originally solved this using a state machine, just looping through each character and then finding multiply and then a digit and then a comma and then a digit and then close parentheses. But you can also use regex, so this is a good opportunity to learn some regex. So we can use this regex101.com. So first thing we need to find is multiply. We get 6 matches and then open parentheses. We get an error. That's because we have to escape it, because we're actually looking for the parentheses character. And then we want to find a digit, and D is for digit, but now we're just looking for the letter, so we need to escape that. So a digit. But then, like here on 32, we just get the first digit. So if you want to match one or more, you do plus. And again, comma. And then want to find another digit, and then another escaped close parentheses. And then we get every match that we should multiply the numbers. Now to make it even better, we can use capture groups. So if we surround the first number with a parenthesis, we get that in a group. So for the first match, we get the group 1, which has a number 2, and 5 and 11, 8. And so we can do that on the second number also. So then we can just multiply these groups together and then just sum the result. So cargo new. Right, this is day 3, of course. And then we need to add the regex crate. And then open it up. And we can do a build just so it starts building the regex. We start, as always, with getting the data, reading it, file stream, the path. Need to unwrap it. We need to grab the data also. So we start with the test data just to make sure everything works. We have the input. Then we need to create a regex for the this one. So we just copy that from here, and then we say regex new, and then we need to make sure we have the R so it doesn't escape the parentheses. And then we need to unwrap that. So then we have a regex here. So then we just want to run the regex on the data, and then take each capture and sum it. So we do sum usize is equal to, and we get the regex, and want to capture, iterate over the captures, and the haystack, it should be a reference to data, and then we need to map the captures to the So this is a capture, right? So we want to map it to the multiplication between group 1 and group 2. And so we do a map, get the capture, and we then get the capture, and 0 is the whole match, so 1 is the first number. That's a string, so we need to convert that to a usize, to a number. Need to unwrap that and then multiply that with the second number, and then just call sum on that. So then we get the sum. And then we can run it, 161, which is correct. So then we grab the whole input, and then we get the sum, which is correct. So then for part 2, we need to also get the do's and the don'ts. So if a multiply is preceded by a don't, it should be ignored. If it's preceded by a do, it should be included. If it's not preceded by anything, like in the beginning, it should be enabled. So we need to get the indexes of the do's and the don'ts and check if they precede the index of the match. And so we can do that by getting the do's as a list. So data match indices, and want to find do. And then this gets both the index and the string, so we can just ignore the string part and just take the index. Equal, of course. And then we can do same for the don'ts. So then we get the indexes here. So then we could use filter map instead of map if we wanted, but I think it's easier to read if we just do a filter. So we take the capture, and then we need to get the index of the current capture. So if we do that, we get a string, but if we do this, we get a match instead, and the match has a start. So then we need to find the last do and the last don't. So the do should be do's, and we can iterate over that, and then filter, and we just want the do's that are less than index. So we can do like that, and then we want the max value. And then this fails because this is a reference to a reference of the do's here. So we can just either dereference it like that, or just when we read it like that. So then we get the do, and we also want the don't. So I don't know why this is complaining now. Oh, do is a keyword. Last do. Last don't, maybe. Yeah, okay. So then we need to check if we do not have a if don't is none, then we should return true. But if we have a don't and we do not have a do, we should return false, and otherwise if both exist we should return if do is bigger than don't. So we can check if we have both. So last do last don't. So then right, otherwise we should just check if we have a don't. So if we do not have a don't, then it's fine. And this is complaining because if should it be let here or should it, yes. Okay, and then we get the new value, which is correct.